Hello everyone and welcome to the video lecture on determinants and Cramer's rule. In this video lecture, we shall see what is meant by determinant, what is the difference between determinant and the matrix, then various properties of the determinant, as well as the Cramer's rule to find out the system of linear equations. So, unique scalar value or a real number assigned to a square matrix is called as a determinant. Determinant is abbreviated as DET. Let us see what are the particular cases. For 1 by 1 matrix, suppose A is a matrix containing only one element, then determinant is nothing but that element itself. Now, for a 2 by 2 matrix, the determinant is obtained by taking the difference of the product of the elements in the diagonal elements minus the non-diagonal elements. Similarly, we can have the expansion of a third order determinants as mentioned here. So, we will take the first element, that is element in a 1 1 position, into the minor of its. Minor is obtained by deleting the element in the first row and first column, and it is to be written within the determinant. So this is called as a minor of element 1. Similarly, minus next element is 3 and then into its minor. Then plus next element in the same row into its minor. That gives the determinant after simplification. Importance of a determinant. So determinant is used to solve the system of equations. It is used in Jacobian for changing the variables for integration of function of several variables. It is used to find out the characteristic polynomial of a matrix. Again, next application is to find out the area and volume of parallelepiped. So matrix is determinant of a matrix is denoted by dt of matrix A, dt of A, or A within the two vertical bars. For example, for a matrix ABCD, just write element ABCD within the two vertical bars is the determinant of that matrix, and its value comes out to be first product of element in the diagonal minus the remaining product of remaining elements, that is AD minus BC. Difference between the matrix and determinant. So matrix do not have a definite value, whereas determinant have a definite value. Matrix is the representation of rows and numbers in a rows and columns, whereas determinant is a number associated with a matrix. In a matrix, the number of rows and columns need not be equal, but in a determinant, the number of rows and columns has to be equal. That is, determinant is obtained only for a square matrix. In a matrix, the elements are listed within a large parenthesis, whereas in a determinant, the entries or elements are listed between the two vertical strips. In order to obtain k times matrix A, we have to multiply each element by a scalar k. Whereas in order to obtain k times determinant of A, we just have to multiply every entry of a row by k or every entry of a column by k. Properties of determinant. So it says that if a matrix has any of the columns 0, that is any of the columns are 0 columns, then determinant of A is equal to 0. For example, if I'll have the matrix as 0 0 1 1, so the first column is nothing but containing all elements 0, so determinant of this matrix will be 0. If any two rows or any two columns are identical, that is same, then determinant is 0. For two matrices A and B, we have determinant of a product is equal to product of the determinants. The value of the determinant is not altered by interchanging the rows and columns. That is, determinant of A transpose is same as determinant of A. You can see here, first is the determinant of a matrix, where as the second is the determinant of its transpose. Then both the determinants comes out to be same. If any two rows or any two columns of a determinants are interchanged, then the value of determinants remains the same, but there is a change in sign. You can see here, the first two columns are interchanged. In this case, the determinant of first matrix is equal to minus of the determinant of second. If every element in a row or column of a determinant is multiplied by a non-zero constant k, then the value of determinant is multiplied by k. For example, here in this, if I multiply first row by k, then the determinant of second matrix is nothing but equal to k times the determinant of first matrix. If all the three rows or all the three columns are multiplied by k, then the value of determinant is nothing but 3 times k, that is k cube times the original determinant. If every entries in a row or columns can be expressed as a sum of two quantities, then the given determinant can be expressed as sum of the two determinants of the same order. You can see here, if I'll write determinant of first matrix, where the first row have a plus alpha, b plus beta, c plus gamma, delta, then we can separate out this matrix in the form of two matrices, and hence the resultant determinant is nothing but determinant of the two matrices. A determinant is unaltered when to each elements of any row or column the equimultiples of any corresponding row or columns are added. Cramer's rule for two equations in two unknown. Consider a system of linear equations a1x plus b1y equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y equal to c2. Then by Cramer's rule, the solution is given by x is equal to dx upon d and y is equal to dy by d, where d is a determinant of the coefficients matrix. That is d equal to determinant of a1, a2, b1, b2. These are coefficients of x and y. Now what is dx? Dx is nothing but determinant of the variable x. It means the column of x will get interchanged by a right hand side constant matrix. Similarly, in order to obtain dy, the column of y will get replaced by the constant column matrix elements. Let us see the example on Cramer's rule. So we have a system of equation 2x plus 3y equal to 6, 4x minus y equal to 1. So here d will be nothing but determinant of the coefficient matrix, that is 2, 3, 4 minus 1, whose value comes out to be minus 14 after calculation. Then dx will be, so in this matrix just replace the first column by a constant on the right hand side, that is 6, 1 in the above determinant. Simplify. Similarly, in order to get dy, just replace the column of y, that is second column, by a constant on the right hand side in the determinant d. Put these two values in the above formula x and y, you will get the values of x and y, which is a required solution of given system of equation. Now Cramer's rule for three equation in three unknowns. So if we have a system of equation involving 3 variables with a 3 unknowns, 3 constants, then the solution is given by x equal to dx by d, y equal to dy by d, and z equal to dz by d, where d is a determinant of coefficient matrix and dx is nothing but the determinant obtained by replacing the first column by a constant on the right hand side. Dy is a determinant obtained by replacing the second column by a constant on the right hand side in a determinant d, and dz is nothing but determinant obtained from d by replacing third column by the right hand side elements of the equation. So working rule: find first determinant d by using the coefficient of x, y, z from the question. Then find dx just by replacing coefficient of x in the first column with a constant on a right hand side, leaving all the coefficient of y and z unchanged in d. Similarly, to obtain dy, just replace the coefficient of y in the second column with a constant on the right hand side, leaving coefficient of x and z unchanged in d. Then find the determinant of dz by replacing coefficient of z in the third column with constant on the right hand side, leaving the coefficient of y and x unchanged in d. Then simply find out x, y, z by using the formula x is equal to dx by d, y is equal to dy by d, and z equal to dz by d. So based on this, let us see the example. Solve the system of equation by Cramer's rule. So here coefficient matrix will be nothing but 3, 2, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 5, 2, 1, 0. Will take its determinant, that is a d. Simplify it. Then dx. So in the above determinant, just replace first column by a constant on the right hand side. For getting dy, just replace second column in a determinant d by a constant on the right hand side. And for dz, just replace third column of determinant d by a constant on the right hand side of the equation. So like this, we get x is equal to dx by d, that is 12. Y is equal to dy by d, that comes out to be minus 21, and z equal to dz by d is minus 7. So 12 minus 21 minus 7 is the required solution of this system of equation. Now what are the advantages and disadvantages of Cramer's rule? So according to me, advantage is that we can find the value of x, y, z without having to know any of the other values. For example, if I want to find out the value of y, just use the formula y is equal to dy by d, you will get the value of y. No need to get the value of x and z for finding y. The only disadvantage is that it completely relies on the determinant of coefficient matrix, that is d. Hence, if d is 0, then this rule does not works. This system is very tedious if we have a large system of equation. That is, it is computationally intensive for a large system of equation. Thank you one and all for watching this video.